I'm pretty sure they had a short winter here and most of the snow is gone, but still, like, none of the mountain bike places will rent out. None of the lifts are open yet, so I'm trying to weasel my way to get a bike and find a good trail. Gotta do it. I don't care about a little mud, a little spongy grass, but so far I've already been to 2 bike shops and struck out, so I'm gonna try a third one, see if I can sweet talk him into it. So they said to go to the station to get bikes. I don't know why a train station be renting out bikes. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. What really has surprised me about the South Tyrol region, the Italian Alps, is that there's like no Americans here. I think we've seen 1 American family the whole time we've been here. Nothing is in English. Actually, a lot of people don't even speak English. It's all German and Italian, but that's kind of cool. It's like a really undiscovered kind of place here. I mean, we've had a lot of people are like, "You're from America? How the hell did you get here? How did you even know that this place exists?" That's what we do, is we try to find off the grid, off the path stuff, do a lot of research to find things that just aren't overrun. Yeah, all right, so struck out there, going to another spot. The other thing that's hard here is every town has an Italian and German name, and there's really no rhyme or reason to what language or which town name people use. I kept trying to find Brixen, which is like world-class famous mountain biking place. Couldn't find it anywhere on the map. Turns out it's Bressanone in Italian, and that's what everyone uses, even if they're German. It's crazy. So the pro being here in March is everything's cheap. The con is it's not fully green yet everywhere. You could ski a little bit, some spring skiing. It's hard to mountain bike. That's why it's cheap. So if you have a family, it's worth coming for the cheap part, for sure. If you're riding solo or with a bunch of buddies that you're gonna cram into a hostel, then you probably want to come during high time. Summertime starts in May, really, and winter pretty much ends in April. Yeah, it's only 4,000 feet here. I was trying to figure out why the snow melted so dang early. Still got like 10 freaking feet in Idaho and Utah, but it's just really low elevation Alps here. Like where I am right now, right in the middle of the Dolomites, I'm not even as high as Salt Lake City. Well, guess I just take that as a big fat no on the rental game. Gonna have to get creative. All right, so I found a place called Rush Emotion Bike after calling the tourism center here, which I should have done a while ago after going to 5 shops. They're renting me a bike. Took them forever to get it set up. It's like a brand new bike, first one on it this season. They said that Bolzano is open just south of here, 30 minutes, so hopefully it's true, and I hit that up. 5 shops, and 4 hours later, I finally had my bike, was headed out to Bolzano in hopes that a lift or cable car would be open. I was trying to ride up at Ploza. Ploza is a pretty sick resort, world-class mountain biking trails, if you could look it up online. And I was trying to hit their flow trail, like 6 kilometers long. They don't take mountain bikes up yet. It's just too high altitude with the snow and mud. I'm sure it's fine, but they're pretty like nitpicky around here about conditions and all that. It's because they live in the Alps. They expect everything to be perfect all the time. They don't even ride till like April or May. So the part of the reason that we make these like family travel videos like this is because there's a lot of things that you just can never find out or figure out until you just get there. Like Chelsea and I, we didn't even book anything other than our flight to get to Venice. Then we figured out like where we're gonna stay, because then you can ask people and then you're there and you see stuff, and sometimes when you just show up to places you get a lot better deals. So that's why we make these videos, to try to help people out, like what we've learned, and share what we've learned about these little details that could save you hours and hours of researching and stuff. So you can really like be totally planned when you get there, get the best out of the trip. Downhill lift pass and a downhill bike in Park City, just for a half day, you're looking at like 160 bucks, which is just asinine. Here, with all the gear as well, you're looking at like 80 bucks. Love it. Well, I just made some cool new friends. Gabrielle and I can't remember the other guy's name. Well, it was a good ride. It was a double black diamond all the way down. I had a nice epic face plant and some leaves. All in all, beautiful, amazing day. Can't beat this. Gustav? What's up, bro? We had an epic ride, dude.
It's a video?
Gabriela, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Gabriela, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We shredded some leaves, man. I just rode up and they were riding by and I didn't know where the heck I was going, so I followed them. We went up there somewhere. Well, actually be up there and then down to down. I wiped out somewhere here. Anyways, it was a good old grand time. I'm freaking out of shape, that's for dang sure. Well, you win some and you lose some. Bummer, dude. Evidently they like to get down and relax in the Italian Alps. I'm definitely not gonna drink this. But I had to go show Chelsea, it's so freaking funny. I'm pretty sure it's hemp though. I mean, I'm sure there's nothing in here. There's definitely nothing in here like that. I think it's just branding. But still, it's freaking hilarious. So today was a really challenging day. Spent the first half of the day just trying to convince some mountain biking shop to rent me a mountain bike. Still don't understand. They all said it was too early in the season. It's like, come on, man, take my money. I drive an hour and 20 minutes south because none of the lifts would let me on their trails in the Brixen, Bolzano area. So I go down to Bolzano and then I have to wait an hour and a half for the cable car because it only goes up 3 or 4 times a day. Oh, and I had to go get an iPhone charger because I forgot mine, so I had to go find this weird, like, off the beaten path Chinese store because they don't have them in gas stations, and I had to like ask some teenagers to find the cable car and to find where the charger was, the phone. I get up there and then it's all worth it. I get lost up there, I don't know what trail to take, and I meet these two dudes from Bolzano or whatever. I can't even remember the town. Freaking coolest guys ever. Gabriela and Gunnar is his name. And they were freaking ballers, dude. They're so cool. So I rode with them like another 1,000 feet elevation up higher, and we just bombed down these tracks, and they left me in the dust because they're like freaking amazing. Towards the bottom, I totally like went over the handlebars. I think I got some leaves stuck in my front brake or something, I don't know what, and biffed it, and it was awesome, didn't get hurt. That was like a good like 2-3 hour ride. It was so dope. And then I got back to the car and my tire was flat. And I don't know if it has something to do with me going Grand Prix with the minivan this morning down the switchbacks, and at one point I got the van up on 2 wheels. I almost flipped, rolled. And I don't know if the pop tire has anything to do with that, but anyways, I had to call Avis and I couldn't get a hold of him to speak English. I had to call back like 20 times, which took a long time because they put me on hold like 10 minutes every time. So that took like 2 hours. They didn't even have a freaking jack in the car. They had a spare tire but no jack in the whole car. I searched it down like a freaking drug dog. Finally this guy gets out. It takes him 45 minutes to change this tire. That's how freaking complicated this freaking spare tire thing system is. So he gets it on there. Turns out that tire can only go 50 kilometers, so it's just enough to get me back to the hotel. And then tomorrow I'm gonna go into Bolzano and get a car replacement. But it's freaking 8:30 and I left at 9. It took me a whole 12-hour day just to get in a 3-hour mountain bike ride. And it's one of those things where I feel really stupid for doing it because I wasted a whole freaking day. It was supposed to be a half day. I missed out on all the cool stuff with the kids. But then I remember that like epic experiences take a lot of work and sacrifice, and sometimes you just have to deal with the crappy stuff that happens and you have to push through it. That memory I had today of being freaking 3,000 feet up from Bolzano, that's the town, and just bombing it down these killer black diamond trails with these two Italian dudes that were so cool, and hardly could even talk to them, but we just gibberish talked. Now we're Facebook friends. When we come back in August, I'm gonna totally go ride with them again. So anyways, crazy day. Something didn't want me to go mountain biking, but I still went. I have this saying that will get you through anything, I promise, anything that you ever deal with in your life. And it's become my family motto. And it is this: all is well that ends well. That's all it is. All is well that ends well. It just makes so much sense. It's no matter what you go through, as long as it ends good, then you're good. You'll get on the other side of it and you'll be like, I made it. And that's how my day is today. All is well that ends well. I'm pulling into the hotel. It ended well. My spare tire got me home. All is well that ends well. And now I got a killer memory to go with it. And maybe a little bit of scars on my hands too.